So here we have the original Toyota IQ booklet from 2009, I guess. That's how old the car is. You can see it's worn a little bit, but cool to have. The advertising in this is pretty cool. It's very different from other cars that I've had with these kind of booklets back in the day. The first couple of pages are just kind of like one-liners, which are a bit unusual. Like here we've got a picture of the IQ2 fog lights, same alloys as me, it looks like. A little bit of a blurb up here. And I've got a picture of the interior, again, fully loaded option that you would expect for a press car, with a photograph of the sat-nav, the leather interior, automatic as well. And then we've got some more blurbs here, image shown not UK. I guess that's maybe because potentially left-hand drive and all that. So we've got the little ruler here, which could be a bit of an innuendo, but hey-ho. We've got a little note as well. They're obviously proud of the 3.9 metre turning circle. We've got a guy doing a backflip here. Again, the fuel tank actually has always interested me ever since the Top Gear episode. I think James May drove it. It might have even been in white, I can't quite remember. They kept joking about it being a hot point, but it's a really decent shape, cool engineering. Just I'm really into that, how it's like designed to be like flat under here. Helps with aerodynamics and it's going to improve the low fuel consumption, but it's a cool design and cool engineering feat. And I think it's 32 litres from memory, the size of the fuel tank. And we've got a picture here with the airbags, which you can guess before we even see the lady here. Let's count if they went to the detail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We guess there might be a 9th on the other side. Excuse this hand, I've got like some weird sun rash from yesterday, being out in the sun. There we go, so we've got the 9 airbags. It would be cool if there's 9 balloons here, that's really attention to detail. But there's your airbags, and I believe this rear window curtain is the first type of its kind when it debuted back in the day. Again, we've got a little bit of blurb about the emissions in the car. Allegedly the first 4-seat petrol car to break the 99 grams per kilometre CO2. The press photos must be white. They must be pushing the white because almost every image is this white IQ. And surprise, surprise, white again. Here are my options. We've got a 1 litre petrol with the multi-drive, which is automatic. The manual does get the 99 miles per gallon. It's a little bit faster, a little bit more fuel consumption. However, the automatic that I have, 60 mpg, they're saying 110 grams of kilometre CO2, which equates to about £20 road tax. Well, it does equate to £20 road tax in the UK versus being free, and it is slower. So that's interesting here. Again, we've got another white IQ. The interior, so this is kind of the spec of the base IQ. So we'll show you the images first before we go for the spec sheet. We've got this one as option with automatic, but we've kind of got this weird funky pattern here. I have seen this in other colours on Auto Trader, so I don't know if their launch was maybe just all purple, because mine's purple inside, but I think I have seen this with other hues of colour before. But these like funky looking seats, which I guess are economy car, but not a fan. And then we've got the climate control there, which, yeah, mine doesn't look like that, so this is interesting for me to see. The radio controls here, and then here's what your options are, or sorry, your features. So IQs are 15-inch wheels, just various styles. Privacy glass, which is a joke because it's a tiny wee panel, but that's always standard. We've got coloured mirrors, 9 airbags, traction control, stability control, aircon. They've got a 6 speaker radio, steering wheel with audio controls, tilt adjustable steering wheel, electric power steering, which is really cool because not many small cars, even like the Smart 4.2, didn't have this in 2009. So that is, you forget like in 2023, but you take that for granted, but quite a few cars still in the 2000s didn't have that. Gear selector, shift indicator, trip computer, which I kind of expect, door locks and keyless entry, which again, you don't expect keyless entry, I guess, in a small car. Electric windows for sure, because you still get manual windows. Even Toyota IQ, not IQ, so Igo had the pop-out windows at the physical, when you had to like push and pop out the rear windows, and a tonneau cover. So that's the base IQ. Then IQ2 is the one, still looks like this, it used the same image here, but in the middle here they've optioned it all up. So you've got the sat nav, You can see the climate vents have changed a little bit here. The keyless entry and keyless go, sorry, up here. That car kind of looks like a bluey grey colour to me. So we'll run through the features. We've got 15-inch gloss wheels, by halogen, darkened headlights. This time we've got the same mirrors that are colour coded, but they are heated and they are retractable. Front fog lights, chrome rear light surrounds, smart keyless entry basically, rain sensing wipers, dust sensing headlamps, the rear view mirror, which you take for granted, I guess. Again, climate control, which gives you this unique look versus the last one. See, it doesn't look as snazzy. And then we've got the Kobe plum leather trim as an option, which is what mine's got in sat nav, which I do not have. Here are some examples of the wheels, high polished. I think I've got the standard 15-inch ones there. Interior trims as well, we've got the standard black cloth or the Kobe plum leather interior. It is interesting, you could only get purple, I guess at launch. And here's your colours. It's like an art gallery. We've got the dog. We've got some people sitting here staring at an IQ. And here are your colour palette options. So we've got Tyrone Silver, Chili Red, White Pearl, Eclipse Black, and Amethyst, Deep Amethyst, sorry, which is the colour I have, which almost looks like his purple jacket. And again, they're launching an IQ in this white colour. The option packs, I thought these are quite interesting because I have looked on Auto Trader a couple of times and I've not even seen one with this little tip. We've got a little spoiler and again the rear skirt with the tip, which would be cool to see, but I haven't seen one of them. I have got these options, so this is where I've seen this. So we do have the IQ sill plates, I do have parking sensors, which you think is quite crazy in a small car, but it has it. These kind of chrome bits, strips around the car. Floor mats. I don't have the boot lining, but that's what the boot lining would look like, I guess, if you're having the seats folded all the time. Again, some additional accessories here. Feel free to pause the video if you want to read all this. And then here's our wheel designs. Again, 15-inch was the only option that's available in the IQ, but we do have different colours and styles as available. Sorry, I do quite like this. I don't think I've actually seen this one in real life. That's quite cool. Tech and radio, so here we go, we can see the original owner has wrote down the price. I actually have this home link feature which connects with your garage and your gate. We've got also things like your iPod connectivity, and this kind of shows you the age of the car because look at the age of this. And then JBL sound system, 780 plus VAT for this upgraded sound system. We do have the parking sensors and feature again, safety with the car seats and ISOFIX. Here are some cool specifications. I've been reading this morning, I thought it's quite cool. So this is your manual transmission, and this is your automatic. Again, feel free to pause it, I don't want to go through the whole thing. But you can see things like your MPG, the claim, which we've seen earlier on. Euro 4, there's all your carbon monoxide, hydrogen, nitrogen, etc. Decibel, interestingly, the automatic is 3 decibels louder, which I guess is because the transmission's so loud. Performance, drag coefficient 0.266, which isn't too bad considering how it's a tall car like that. Here are some specifications on kind of dimensions of the vehicle, some more dimensions, and then the exterior equipment which they kind of work through. Again, feel free to pause at any page you want to see. I just thought it'd be quite good to have something like this catalogued onto YouTube, so anybody looking at an IQ in the future can go through and see the original options, because things like this always interest me as well. So here's our glossary, brake assist, traction control, vehicle stability control, all these cool features that even if you remember the A-Class, I think had a very poor version of this with a deer test, remember it kind of tipped over, because the IQ is quite tall and short. There's my multi-drive, variable valve timing, VVTi, smart keyless entry, all these cool features. And towards the end of the brochure, and also towards the end of the video now, we've got Toyota and the environment, some kind of statements of the vehicle. They're really punting this white with the purple chair, but this white IQ is getting really punted out. Here we go, owning an IQ, giving you some process of what would happen. Toyota warranty, 60,000 miles, first 3 years. Corrosion covers up to 12 years, Toyota genuine parts, all this kind of exciting stuff that doesn't really excite you now. And then something on Toyota Financial Services, and then Customer Services, and somebody called John up here. And that is the Toyota IQ brochure. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel below. Comment below your thoughts on the IQ if you've got one, if you found this video useful. But a little long-winded, but this is really for the serious IQ potential buyers or owners. And I'll see you next video. Ciao.